Coral Castle in Florida is often said to be the only modern megalithic structure ever built.
We believe that black box has something to do with how he got these massive, heavy, brittle pieces of rock up in the air in a way that no one can duplicate.
Made of 1,100 tons of coral rock, the Coral Castle Museum is one of Homestead's most unusual and fascinating attractions. Built single-handedly over the course of 28 years, Coral Castle is both a feast for the eyes with its mind-bending sculpture garden carved of massive coral rock and a legendary love story about the man who created it. How the Coral Castle was built, and who built it? How long did it take to build the Coral Castle?
Before we begin, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos.
Coral Castle, a unique engineering marvel built from over 1,100 tons of solid coral by one man, the enigmatic Edward Leedskalnan, who claimed to know the secrets of the pyramids. Because he worked alone and during the dark and quiet hours of the night, Edward spent most of his life constructing Coral Castle. When all was said and done, he had devoted 28 years of his life to his project. For this man, Coral Castle truly was his entire life's work. Whether you've seen Coral Castle or not, here are 12 mysteries or facts that you may not have known about the castle and Ed Leedskalnan. 1. What happened to Ed's Sweet 16? Ed always says that he built the castle for his Sweet 16. In 1919, at the age of 31, Latvian-born Edward Leedskalnan moved to Florida City as a heartbroken man, having been left by his betrothed Agnes Scuffs just a day before their wedding in Riga, Latvia. Leedskalnan spent about 18 years in Florida City before buying a plot of land in Homestead, 10 miles away. He'd already begun construction of his Coral Castle and spent 3 years painstakingly moving his sculptured carvings to what would become their permanent home. 2. Ed, Magnetism, and the Perpetual motion machine. Ed was rumored to have lots of knowledge of magnets and how they worked. He even wrote a little booklet called Magnetic Current. He supposedly applied for a patent for a magnetic motor that he claimed would work forever. He had a magnetic flywheel located at the castle that is still there, but parts of it have been removed. When Ed didn't get a patent, he was very open about the plans for it and supposedly used it to power a truck as well. If you look at Ed's statements, he said that simply you had the north and south of the magnets which chased each other. Some have speculated that Ed used magnetism to levitate the stones by using his magnetic generator to create electricity that affected the magnetism of the large stones. Others say that Ed understood ley lines, or lines of energy in the earth, and somehow used this mysterious energy and magnetism to create a repulsive force. Despite his many statements, his book is hard to decipher, and so Ed took the secret of his magnets with him to the grave. 3. Coral Castle was mostly built in secret. The creator of this fascinating structure was a highly private fellow. He often greeted visitors of his masterpiece when they came to view his work, but during the construction, he would create his castle under the cover of night. These secret work hours led to much speculation regarding how the work was getting done. 4. Coral Castle follows the structure of a Freemason's lodge. There are many aspects of Coral Castle that look incredibly similar to structures that were built and used by the Freemason Society. Historical buffs from all over the globe are drawn to this building to witness those intricacies and ponder what kind of affiliation the builder might have had with the Freemason Society. 5. Coral Castle's gate weighs 9 tons. The entrance gate to Coral Castle is 8 feet tall and 9 short tons in weight. The precision with which it was carved and fitted to the wall is astounding. While it looks like it would take superhuman strength to push it open, it is so well made that even a child could open it up with ease. 6. Hard work or black magic? Because Edward Leedskalnan was a private guy who preferred to work in the quiet and solitude of night, many murmurings ramped up regarding his methods for creation. Having come from a family of Latvian stonemasons, Leedskalnan was a committed Freemason, and he incorporated many Masonic symbols throughout the Coral Castle. Many believe that occult Masonic practices offer the only explanation for the Coral Castle's creation. Nosy neighbors have said that they heard him repeating incantations over the stones. 7. It used to have a different name. Coral Castle was only named that following the passing of its creator. The place used to be called Rock Gate Park, after the massive revolving stone gate entrance that Leedskalnin fashioned for his Homestead, Florida compound. Both names fit the property quite perfectly, but Coral Castle definitely has a ring to it. 8. The creator, Edward Leedskalnan, lived in the second story of the castle. Leedskalnin was undoubtedly the king of his own castle. He not only built the now historically recognized building over the course of his lifetime and opened it up to inquiring minds, but he lived there too. He fashioned a room on the second floor specifically for his residential purposes. 9. The Coral Castle still attracts tourists. Although most experts dispute the notion that Leedskalnin used levitation or reverse magnetism to move the heavy stones into place without help, visitors still flock to the Coral Castle outside Homestead, Florida to see the unique coral limestone building that was a testament to one man's determination and a means to remedy a broken heart. 10. Edward Leedskalnan didn't get his final wish, which was to be buried at Coral Castle. Edward Leedskalnan, the man who gets to lay claim to this work of art, never got to have his final wish granted, which was to be buried in the stone compound that he built. He passed away at age 64, but was put underground elsewhere. 11. Billy Idol comes to Coral Castle. In the 1980s, rock star Billy Idol, who had been intrigued by Ed's story, went to Coral Castle and recorded the song Sweet 16, which was written about Ed's long-lost love, his Sweet 16. The music video was shot there as well. 12. Coral Castle is on the National Register of Historic Places. One man with a single dream once owned Coral Castle, to create a palace made of stone. After his death, his dream castle was passed into the hands of a relative and then another owner, and it finally landed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1984, where it most definitely should be.